There's time to think maybe when I think about what other people think about, and I think what they think about is wrong, and I think about think of wrong, maybe good, and then again another memory in mind to be proven by the ones who will find the mind fitting fine with the find the kind that we judge so blind to be guilty of the same, but to place the blame would reverse the game, and then I'd be the one to be the problem. Yeah, so
I played violin from the time I was 3 until I was a teenager. I got really kind of bored with it, but it definitely informed how I was learned how to play like by ear, and you know I can read notes and stuff a little bit, but I'm kind of, it was all just sort of by ear. I would just hear a tune and play it, and that's how I was taught to play. Like, it's so weird now when I like look at the way I rap and when I hear it, I didn't even notice it at first, but it's just totally informed with like, you know, the bow strokes and everything, like it's very much like a violin, you know, thing, and the way I would play. I didn't even realize it, but the way I taught myself how to rap, obviously being influenced by some other rappers, but like it was very much like how I would play violin too, because I was playing violin pretty fast and rhythmic and with all the, you know, the accents and the delivery.
Vibes kept locked in a castle park, and the birds for the swallowing walk of a first team into the dirt sign here full of reminiscence of the times I never really heard, all up in the fur. I'm up for the others, but they're just not heard. No, shoot like a same dog, didn't know whereabouts, kids when they get to the boss from the owl. Never did before, that's what she tells me. Never did before when you smell that set free. You can have a score here, no more slice to the wing called luck. Yeah, 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 shock! Yes, some horror. First time I saw her, first time seeing me entirely like undone, perfected, and become naturally a girl like that. And the boy like me, she said to me, the butcher's daughter, so unlikely. The butcher's daughter, us coming together, a true thing for free. I found the butcher's daughter and she found me. Yeah, sure. Yeah, some horror.
On previous albums, I've played instruments. I played the violin on stuff. I played, like, you know, I would fill in on other instruments and do stuff with recording and other, you know, other stuff too. But this is the first time I'm like really actually saying, okay, actually I did this stuff, and these are some beats I made on the Game Boy, and this is some more stuff I did. So. Has been bridging. Like, I do a lot of other side projects, all these other things that are more noise related, and I make all the, it's just all made with, you know, Jim Sahib's a solo noise project with circuit bent stuff, and the Game Boy stuff originated with that, and then Brain Trust is more like making like noise techno, incorporating some of the Jim Sahib stuff and some of the rap thing too with my, it's me and my friend Peter Thompson.
This
feel like I'm bringing it all into one project, which is the Thesis thing, and incorporating the art just seemed kind of natural to me. Like, people have always said, like, why don't you put an art book in your albums? And I've kind of always strayed away from that. With the help from Grim Image, Jamie Q, and some other friends of mine that helped put the package together and everything, I made it actually a reality. It's like the way I wanted to do it. Because I think before, I just didn't want to throw all that into a package because it just wouldn't look proper the way I want to. But it's nice having it presented with a hardcover book. I have this album, a 16-song album that has been in the works for quite a long time. It comes on a download card inside this 60-page hardcover art book. The art book is all of very recent work, sound sculptures and paintings. And in the back there's an envelope. And in the envelope there is this download card and a 7-inch vinyl, a color vinyl piece. And so you download the album off the card, and then when you're done with that, you can actually plant the download card and it grows flowers. On the vinyl is 2 songs from the album and 2 unreleased songs, and then all the sounds that my sound sculptures make. And inside the book is like the pictures of the sound sculptures. And the sound sculptures are made through circuit bent children's toys and little like toys I've found and little noise-making machines that I've found, and circuit bent them and built a sculpture around it, and it has little buttons people can push, and the lights go off and things move and stuff like that. So you can hear those on the vinyl with some other songs and stuff. So.
Can you guys hear me okay out there? Because I was kind of thinking maybe does it need to be louder a little bit in the beat department?
We're bad people telling bad people that they're bad.
Walk away with your headphones too loud. Walk away with the cigarettes and everything. Every last word, take a look at memory. And everything's lost. Everyone walk around with a mean face on. Put your mean mask on, then your mean face on. Can you tell me what's wrong with your lifelong song? See you never live another damn thing's wrong. Walk away with your headphones too loud. Walk away with the cigarettes and everything. Every last word, take a look at memory. And everything's lost. Everyone walk around with a mean face on. Put your mean mask on, then your mean face on. Can you tell me what's wrong with your lifelong song?
It's just kind of interesting sometimes how in life as an artist your perspective or what you thought was the definite way to be just totally shifts. It's so funny, you know, like especially when I was younger, definitely having a view of how things were, and this is how painting should be, and this is how music should be, and this is how that type of music should be, and just having my own defined rules, which are real, I think, important for certain times in your life. But it's so funny how everything just can flip on its head and you see it, you know, from a different perspective. And it took years to get there. And it's a really nice, it's really beautiful to have that, because it allows you to sort of be easy with other things and more accepting with other things in your life. I know sometimes some of my favorite painters that I've seen, I see their work. I saw their work when I was younger and I was like, this is actually crap. I hate this. Like, I didn't like Rauschenberg when I first saw his work, or even Basquiat. I was like, this stuff's crap. And I don't know, and Cy Twombly, I was like, this is just scribbles. And now to me that's like some of my favorite stuff for a period of my life. It was like definitely what I was drawing influence from. And like even in music especially too, I would be like, I think that certain music was totally bad, maybe trying to work completely the opposite way, and but also not accepting it, just being like that should just not exist. But it's funny how you come around and then the next minute that stuff's really important to you. You can see the beauty in it. You can see the importance in it.
Word appreciation, team, she and me, I believe, I foresee, and let me explain and name my little eye to lie, beside to lie, too real to be accepted. No, not but a castaway at the penny of a well, and I feel it's just that goodbye with the mother of a question I propose to her. Someone to talk too much of a degeneration and mentor mix. Someone too real for real. When I broke the yoke, I had to take the hand, being a man. Never look back, but we look both ways. Nowadays, got a baby and one day step aside. Different pride, human pride that I can fight intensely in a manner. Can I hear 3 cheers for the punk rock sock 'em up?
I think it's interesting when you see younger people too, and they have their defined, you know, rules of how things should be. And as myself, I think it's grown, and definitely was that way myself when I was younger. I can watch these people and be like, I was like that too, and it's interesting to see them grow and sort of be able to soak in things that they once hated and draw inspiration from it. I think that kind of stuff is almost better to just let it run its course. As long as someone's not being a jerk. I have a lot of older artist friends that have as strict of a view, and you can't go in there or else they're gonna fight, you know. And it's just like, just let people do their thing. And it's interesting because I know through each progression of my work, I've had certain friends and certain artists that I look up to or something, you know, along those lines, be like, this new stuff's not as good, or like this kind of thing, or these opinions, and then all of a sudden 2 years later they're like, actually that's like the best stuff you've ever done. And like, you know, as an artist you're very aware of these conversations and what people say you take into mind, and you're charting them, and you're like, oh, that guy said this, that means that, I love his work, so I'm gonna remember it like that, you know. And it's funny how that stuff changes over time, how people's opinions do of my own work, and I can see it in their opinions of others' work too. So. Old and young. It's fun. I don't know, it's kind of fun making it's an interesting way to sort of live, and it's what I chose to do like a long time ago, was just to immerse myself in art and in creating all the time and as much as possible. And it's kind of working out. I like it. I'm having a lot of fun, and I get to do a lot of cool things and meet some awesome people. I don't know, I just don't see myself really quitting anytime soon. I don't really see myself becoming like a famous superstar or anything, and that's definitely not the plan, but it's nice being able to, you know, live free and, you know, kind of live like a millionaire, but, you know, make under minimum wage. It's nice living as a contradiction to a world that you think is a contradiction.
Please wait, just please hold on. Yeah, yeah. Thank you guys. I think I'm actually losing my voice. I'm gonna break out the snail.